Wall Street just went full Bitcoin and barely anyone's is noticing. Cantor Fitzgerald, Tether, SoftBank and Jack Mallers just launched a $4 billion Bitcoin native company named 21. This is the strategy for the long term and they are coming in hard now. Hey everyone, I'm Sahil from Crypto Clarity where we break down what actually matters in crypto without the noise. And this right here, this is one of the biggest institutional moves we have seen. So let me show you why. So here is what is happening. A new company called 21 is going public through a SPAC backed by Cantor Fitzgerald. SPAC is something like a blank check for acquiring a company while it's going public. It's a Wall Street way of doing things. It's launching with over 42,000 Bitcoin on its balance sheets. That's roughly $4 billion in USD right now. And this already makes them one of the biggest companies having Bitcoin on their balance sheet after Michael Saylor's strategy. Jack Mallers, who's the founder of Strike, is stepping in as CEO. Jack Mallers is a guy who has been talking about Bitcoin very vocally and he has been doing work with Strike, doing different kind of products with Bitcoin as well. They are not playing around this time because this time he has come in with Cantor Fitzgerald. This is not a VC funded DeFi experiment. It's directly on Bitcoin and it will have Bitcoin related financial products only. But you would ask, why does it matter for you as a retail investor? This really matters because this is integrating the traditional finance and Bitcoin as an economy of future together, and when these two integrate properly, this will be useful for everyone. Even the people in retail space can use the services and the functions that provide liquidity in the Wall Street right now. Even though Wall Street doesn't have a good name, amongst retail investors, it's hard for people to trust those kind of institutions. But this, in the long run, is required because the infrastructure that Wall Street will bring will be more important right now. But let's zoom out for a second because the guy pulling the strings behind this move is way more important than most people realize. And this is not being talked about enough. Howard Lutnick, he's the CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald, which is one of the sharpest operator in traditional finance. After losing 600 employees in 9/11 attacks, including his brother, Lutnick personally rebuilt the firm. He didn't just survive, he turned Cantor into a global powerhouse, expanding across fixed income, real estate, tech, and now Bitcoin. He knows where the money goes and he knows how to create products from it. Another thing that matters here is that he is part of the Trump administration now and he is working as a Secretary of Commerce, which is a big position that allows these kind of policies to come out from there. And this will be a big win for Bitcoin, especially when things like this happen and people like this are backing Bitcoin based companies and future products coming from it. His track record includes backing companies like BGC Partners and Newmark, which are multi-billion dollar entities now. He's known for being aggressive when others are cautious. So if Howard Lutnick is backing Bitcoin, you should pay attention. But the question comes here that why this news is different than other companies working on Bitcoin. Companies like Strategy from Michael Saylor and many other people working in the space. Here's what makes this different. This isn't just about holding Bitcoin like MicroStrategy. 21 is about building on top of it. So you will get financial tools that use Bitcoin as base collateral, a media arm to reshape how Bitcoin is communicated, and a balance sheet strategy focused on increasing Bitcoins per share. So they will use these metrics which are Bitcoin based instead of fiat currency like USD based. It's pure BTC play, no altcoins, no pivots. Their mission is just to stack more sats. It should be for you as well. Now that's enough about Cantor and Jack Mallers. This is about other players involved in here too. So players like SoftBank and Tether, which are one of the biggest in their own fields. Mahler brings the firepower from Bitcoin's ethos. He spent years fighting the broken payments rail while building Strike. Now he gets a $4 billion war chest and a Wall Street partner to scale that mission. Then you have got Tether and SoftBank. That's deep liquidity and tech capital. With Cantor, they got the distribution and regulatory clarity from the Trump administration as well. This isn't crypto trying to sneak into TradFi. This is TradFi going Bitcoin native. While most of the people are watching tariff news, ETFs, and many other things happening around the world, the real moves are happening quietly. Even the Fed has taken back their reference for crypto banks as well. So this is more open now, and Bitcoin will be more integrated into traditional finance. Cantor Fitzgerald, which is a firm that manages trillions in volume but has just got into Bitcoin, they've got the talent, they've got the assets, and now they have the conviction because of the clarity in the market now. When someone like Howard Lutnick decides Bitcoin's worth backing, that's not noise. That's macro level alignment which is happening in front of our eyes, and no one is batting an eye for it because there is so much noise out there. You will always look at fear and uncertainty and doubtful news. So that's hard for people to come back to reality, have these kind of news, and that's the reason we have seen the price go up recently as well, because of global liquidity increasing, and news like this are not being talked about enough in the market because people are just looking at fear mainly. That's the goal, and that's how the algorithm works. The main thing to learn from this news is that Bitcoin isn't fringe anymore. If you want to stay ahead in this next wave of adoption, stick with crypto clarity. No fluff, just signal. I have a newsletter as well which I'm bringing out weekly with news like these so that you don't miss out on the important stuff that's going on in the market. So make sure that you're subscribed to that, and also hit that like and bell icon so that you don't miss any updates on YouTube. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.